What's going on, guys? Beagler Outdoors here. Today we're going to do a full walkthrough and walk around of our brand new boat, the 2024 NITRO Z20. Stay tuned. What's up? Beagler Outdoors here. So finally got the boat, the NITRO Z20, the way I wanted it. I had a lot of things I tweaked just to make things suitable for me and the way I want to fish. So we're going to do a walk around of the NITRO Z20. 2024 NITRO Z20. One thing about the boat, I didn't like it came with the Lowrance package because I would rather have a Garmin package, but I have a hodgepodge of Garmin and Lowrance. You'll see what I'm talking about. So we're just getting up there right now, so we'll flip it around and take a look at the boat. Alright, so this is the, we're starting my pole march. This is the 2024 NITRO Z20. Alright, it has a 250 Mercury Pro SX on it, and I'll tell you one thing, that bad boy gets up to 75 like it's nothing. It has the Minn Kota Raptors, the two Minn Kota Raptors, if you guys remember. I put the Minn Kota Raptors on my bass tracker and I took them off and I put them on here. So we got the dual Raptors in the back. It comes with a stainless steel prop, and yes, I already crashed it right here. I backed into something because I'm a jackass. But we'll just do a overlook at the boat. Has a really beefy trailer. These colors actually match my wife's truck, not mine. I'm actually getting the boat wrapped next week, so it comes with a really good trailer. It comes with the upgraded hitch. It has trailer brakes on it that are, when it pulls the string, safety, you'll hit the brakes, but you can walk up this and go into the boat, which is the way we're probably gonna walk back in. But from the outside, it comes with the Lowrance Ghost trolling motor. I'm not a fan of this yet because the whole head don't move, only this moves, and it's kind of hard to see where your live scope's at or whatever, but whatever. So I put the TH Marine prop nut on there. I just did that. And as you can see, we have the active target from Lowrance, and we have the Garmin live scope. The boat came with active target, and I had the live scope off my bass tracker, so I have both, one for downs, forward scan, one for perspective. Whatever. I don't really use them, honestly, but it is what it is. The boat came with a 9-inch Lowrance HDS unit, came with it, and I took the 10-inch Garmin 160 Ultra SV off my boat, the bass tracker, and put it on here. So I have two units. I have one for the live scope and one for the active target. Okay. We'll walk around to the helm real fast. They have really nice, the seats are really nice. My wife did say the back seat on the bass tracker is more comfortable than that one. How does that make sense? $70,000 boat versus $25,000 boat, and the seat isn't as comfortable. Whatever. So I put these wraps on all my stuff. The boat did come with a jack plate, but it's a manual jack plate. I am going to upgrade to a Bob's Machine Shop hydraulic jack plate. So, and I like this boat because it has, if you fall off the boat, you can climb back in with that little bad boy right there. Climb back up, and it has a nice grab handle here. Nice like C-deck stuff here. It does have the 3-bank charger connection right here. Okay. And then we'll go over to the helm before we go in. Well, I'm going to show you the helm from here. So what I did get, it came with a Lowrance that was actually mounted in the actual helm. I found a guy online. This double bracket right here is a $500 bracket. It's made by Precision Sonar, and I found a guy that had one from a Skeeter and he wanted 150 for it. But what I had to do was I just kind of had to cut them around here on both sides to make them fit. But I mean, it looks good. It looks beefy. Everything is good. You see, we got the two at the helm, so we'll climb in the boat now, and we'll go over the inside of the boat. All right, so we're inside the boat now. We will start here. So NITRO Z20 comes with giant storage here. So you have this storage unit here, and these things actually come out. Hard to get out with one hand. I've tried a million times. They pull out and you can see in there pretty much the bilge area. And there's one of those on both sides. Okay, my wife's actually is out because she's actually organizing her tackle. So you could see what it looks like with it out. And it's right there. And you got the no-code 3-bank charger in there, which we'll get to in a second. All right. Now we'll go into the back area. Okay. Open this up. All right, so what we have here, it does have a little sliding tray that goes in here. I just have like some tools and hour meter stuff and stuff like that there. What we did here is, so when I got the boat, the trolling motor came as a 36-volt system. So it had that battery and these batteries all chained for 36 volts. So I don't need 150 friggin' pound thrust in a trolling motor. So I took these two, bridged them, and I made the trolling motor a 24 volt. So now I get like 90 pound thrust. That one there, I put its own on off switch with a breaker, and that battery right there, I took 10 gauge marine grade wire and ran it directly to the graphs, which I'll show you up front what I did with that. So that battery there is strictly for the graphs and the live scope. That is it, nothing else. These batteries are for my trolling motor, okay? And this is the cranking battery right here. This is the cranking battery, and I do have the power poles attached to the cranking battery. I barely use the power pole, so it won't matter. It does have its own on-off switch for the cranking battery. This here has an on-off switch on the bottom, right down there, so you could turn off the power to the trolling motor if you had to. Okay, you got the NOCO 4-bank charger in there, and we mounted the Raptor pumps here. One Raptor pump here, one Raptor pump there. And if we wanted to, we could actually turn those batteries sideways, and you could fit 2 more batteries in here if you wanted to. So that's pretty much it for the bilge area. Put this back. Okay. And you know, it has your seat here. I just hit my head on top of my pole barn. There's your seat here, you know, for people, wife to sit or whatnot. Okay. Now we will get to the live wells. You have two, I believe they're two 19-gallon live wells. Number one, Nitro has this little measuring thing right here, so you can pull it out and measure your fish. I probably want to put a longer one in there. I wonder how deep that goes, but cool feature. So these are the live wells. Okay. See, I got my calling stuff in there. All right, you got 2 live wells. Okay. They are big. These live wells they're huge. Okay, and they're run independently, separately, independently. This is my Bubba scale cull tags. Now with these, to pump them out, same thing like anything. To pump them out, you push them in, the little things in the back in here. If you can see it, you push those in. Probably can't see, it's too dark. But to fill them and to drain them, so I got to put them on fill mode actually. Okay, and they aerate and stuff like that, but they're really, really nice. Okay, now my bash tracker had a drain on the bottom, and if you didn't put the drain in, when you backed in the water, these would fill up. So these have right here by the side, they have these on-off switches. So they're closed right now. So if I were to back into the water, no water would backwash into the live wells. They'll stay dry. And if I open them, so if I fill them up and I want to drain them when I get home, I open those up and it drains the water out. Pretty cool feature. You don't got to stick your hand in the live well and deal with no plugs or nothing. So that's pretty cool. So we'll close this. And everything here has locks except for the live well, obviously. Okay, we'll go to the middle here. In the middle you have a little storage area, and I keep, you know, little culling stuff, my backup scale, trolling motor remote and stuff in there. If you have to access your fuel pump, it's right under here, so pretty easy to access that. All right, also this boat has an area to store your net. It's really cool, with a space back there so you can pop your net in there. And this boat has something called a hot foot. Now if you don't know what a hot foot is, that's a hot foot, okay? That's pretty much a gas pedal. So they disconnect the throttle. So now all that is good for is to put it in forward, reverse, and neutral, and use the trim. But it goes to here, and now you have pretty much a gas pedal because they disconnected the cable and put it on there. So I think that's a TH Marine, I think, hot foot, and it's pretty much a gas pedal for your boat. And also it does have the trim right here. It has the Pro trim. You could trim your boat up and down at the steering wheel, and that's pretty much it. But the hot foot's pretty cool. First time I got in the boat, I didn't realize I had a hot foot, and I was wondering why that didn't work. And I seen a hot foot, hit the gas, and the boat took off. But that is pretty much that for the hot foot. Hot foot's pretty cool. It takes getting used to, so it takes a while to get used to the hot foot. I'll just tell you that much. Like I said, at the helm, we got the 2 units here. We have the Garmin 106 SV for the live scope, which I use that mainly for my up front. I use that for my maps to see where I'm going. That one I use for down scan, the monitor, stuff like that. Here I have a remote controller for my Minn Kota Raptors, and I also have one of these I wear on my neck, and it has the regular mercury gauges, you know, nothing crazy. It does tell you when your bilge is on. It does have an auto bilge, so it'll turn on when it's on auto, and it does have a screen here. It's not on right now. When you turn this on, everything's digital. So to run your bilge pump, to run your live wells, it's all touchscreen. Pretty cool, pretty cool. If you turn this on right here, we'll actually go and turn it on. It's actually pretty cool. So everything is touchscreen. So, you know, you can do your fish stuff. You can do your calling on here if you want. And all your switches are here. So if you want to turn fill, recirculate, whatever you want to do, anchor lights, nav lights, it's bilge off, it's pretty much all here. So yeah, it's pretty much all there. So we'll turn that off. And I did mount right here. I mounted I should turn this on. I mounted another charger here, which has USB and USB-C, so if I run my GoPro I can charge it here. So I put that under the same exact one I put on the back tracker I took out, and I put right here. I put back in here. So turn all that stuff off, and we'll go into the bilge, and we'll turn that back off. Alright, now we'll go up to the front. Also, we have a cup holder here, okay? You have a cup holder here. You have a RAM mount right there. Boat came like this, RAM mount for your phone. And you do have a charger right there and a place to store your phone. I also bought the longer cable so I could put on my life jacket so I could never disconnect it standing up. It's a longer cable. I bought that. I'll have links in the description to that cable and to this little switch right here. I'll have links in the description. Alright, so now we'll go up to the front. You have your place for your co-angler to put their poles. There's also a cup holder there, and they can kind of put their poles there and put them on there and rest their feet there. You have a cup holder here, and it is ready to put a second console, but I don't have one, but whatever. You have areas to put stuff there, and the cooler. All right, the cooler is pretty cool. You open this up, it is a big cooler. So number one, you have a garbage, which comes out, okay? And it is a deep cooler, all right? Deep cooler, and it does drain into the bilge, so when you empty your bilge, your ice water will come out. You have this area for your cold sandwiches. Right now I have a fishing rod thing in there, but reel, but deep cooler, okay? The cooler does not have a lock on it, but I guess it'll just kind of stay down. And I actually did have ice in there, and the ice took 3 days to melt, so it keeps it cool. So we'll go with the rod locker on the left hand side now, okay? So Open this up. We have, ow, my bad. Fuck my knee up. All right. We have this rod locker here. You could easily fit 20 rods in here, but I have it set up where my wife's on the left hand side and mine on the right. It has a rod organization. You could take all that stuff out if you want, the organization stuff, but it works good for me. There's a lot of room there. I could actually take out that back organization and you could just probably put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8 more poles in here comfortably. Right now there's like 12 I think in there maybe, but and it does have the support here, so when you step on it you don't feel it flexing like the bass tracker did. All right, and then we'll go into the center storage here, a big center storage, and in here I keep all my tackle. You have 2 more cup holders, don't know why, but there's 2 more cup holders. And like back here I keep this, I don't know if the light's gonna work. No, it's not. Light works. It does have LED lights when the power's on, so I keep my terminal tackle back there, my weights and stuff like that, and you know, hooks and stuff like that. In here I have the Bubba scale. You can see I did a review on the Bubba scale. That's sitting right there, and everything in this thing stays dry, man. It's so nice having something that stays dry. And as you can see right here, we have, you know, flukes, Senkos, curly tails, frogs, lizards, and square bills, topwater, just a bunch of everything. Over here we got some frogs and trick worms, and there's just a lot of room to put a lot of stuff in here. And all this stuff is removable. You could take everything out and remove it, and the light works, and it's a lot of room. You have a lot of room, and it's dry storage, man. And all this stuff locks, by the way, too. Okay, take this and close it. Now we'll get into here, and in here is where I have all the live scope and active target stuff mounted inside. So if we open this up, all right, I mean, a lot of room. I have 2 life jackets in there, and this whole thing is just empty. I'm even able to put my seat in here, my nav light, my YOLO tech. Everything is just so nice and neat in here. So over here, okay, what we have is the Garmin Live Scope mounted here, the active target mounted here, and before I even get into, you know, the panel and stuff, there is 10 gauge, that white big wire, 10 gauge marine wire going to this panel, which supplies power to all 4 graphs, the active target, and this. When I check the batteries, if the battery is in the back, say 13 volts, these posts say 13 volts. My GPS's chart plotters say 13 volts. So you have to have the right size to make it right. You have another LED light here, and all my wires just ran in here real neatly. I put in this fuse panel. I'll put a link to that fuse block if you want it there. I'll put a link to everything in this video, will be in the description. Yeah, I just, you know, got my fire extinguisher here, and you know, stuff, live well stuff. I just have so much more room to put stuff. I wanted to put just blankets or a sleeping bag. There's just so much damn room. All right, so we got that in here, and like I said, you've already seen the front. You got the Lowrance. Deer over there blowing at me. We got the Lowrance. I need to turn that off actually. Okay. The Lowrance Ghost trolling motor, and you have, I got the stomp pedals here. The trolling motors, I need to figure out how to set those to 1 tap instead of having to tap them twice. So if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. You got the trim tabs right there in the front, and to walk down off of here, it's pretty simple. I'll actually go down off the boat this way. It has a handle you grab onto. So you grab onto the handle. I hit my knee on the active target, and you walk there, and you step there, and you're off the boat. So that is the walk around of the 2024 NITRO Z20. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the boat. I'm gonna get out and do some fishing videos in it. Should be good. I do like how these things pop in and out. You can't catch yourself on it. Gas tank is always under pressure, so we should go. Let's see. Yeah, it's always under high pressure. That's the gas tank. And everything else is pretty cool. You know, I actually got power pole mounts on here for the Minn Kotas, because the Minn Kota brackets are $350 each. The power pole ones are $125 each. Boop, got it done. So that's pretty much the boat. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is the walk around of our new boat. All right, Beagler Outdoors out.